Hey guys.
So,
Weird.
Don't worry. 3, 2, 1. Hey, what's up, guys? Happy Halloween from Benji and Anthony here, and thank you for joining us at the bar for our 31 Days of Horror, the last day on Halloween, of course, for our
Halloween. We're reviewing the great classic John Carpenter 1978 Halloween, not Rob Zombie at all.
Yeah, so hopefully you guys like it, so let's get into it.
Halloween. For me, this movie is actually two stories colliding on Halloween night. We have in the beginning Dr. Loomis, played by Donald Pleasence, and he's after his patient, Michael Myers. He's not after him. He's actually going to put him away forever, according to him, in some sanitarium or some locked up place. And then he escapes. And we also have the story of Jamie Lee Curtis, her character's Laurie, and her friends. They're babysitters. They're having a nice weekend. And actually, this movie was first titled The Babysitter Murders, and that's how it was pitched. And people who put the money backing into this film, they really liked that idea. And then they came up with well, let's get a setting. What's a good setting? And someone said Halloween, and that's how it started.
The one that started it all. This is a classic, iconic horror film for slashers. This is the one that started everything. It started Jason, started Freddy, started all of these movies that come out. But to me personally,
am I going to choke you right now?
Pretty much, you're going to do that. It's not my type of film. And the reason why is because it's just one thing I don't like. It's slow. I like gore. I like this.
But that's how you build up the suspense.
I agree. It does. Some of the good things that I love about it is the music, the iconic
score.
Exactly. Something about that is amazing. The way it's shot, it's kind of normal, nothing different. The one thing that was pretty cool is the beginning, the shooting from the kid's eyes. That was amazing. That was really cool. But it was shot really normal. A lot of wide angle shots that I've seen, trying to show you the surrounding, and that's because he pops up here and there and he disappears, and that's why they use those shots. It's to really keep your eye on everything. A movie that used that example is It Follows. They used a lot of wide shots because you didn't know that, and I think this is where they got it from. It's an iconic film. It's the top three, like we said before: Jason, Freddy, and Michael. This is just, to me personally, it just didn't hit my horror spot. You know what I mean?
It's because you like gore.
Exactly.
And you were born in 1990 something.
1990.
So for me, this is it can't get any better than this because number one, it's not, the kills are not all blood everywhere.
It took 45 minutes to get the first one. Besides,
and that's amazing. That's good cinematography. You also have to remember that these people were poor. These people were young, and it was a lot of them. It was their first film, so some of the angles that were done out of, we don't have a lot of money, and so let's just shoot this. And look how amazing it looks now. It still holds up. You cannot tell me that this movie does not hold up.
Of course,
many years later.
It's a very iconic film. Watching it in Halloween, it's great. Mm-hmm. And like you said, the money wise, it was only $300,000, and it made over 70
million.
So it did very well. And personally, I love the series. I think this is the best series of the other three. But if it was a standalone film, to me, it's just not hitting that spot of...
What would you want to see in this?
Not in the sense of gore, but in the sense of the one question we asked before this was why, right? We don't know why he's murdering Jamie Lee Curtis. We don't know why he's murdering her friends. We don't know that. Why is he in the psychiatric? I understand that he, the beginning of the movie, they show you how crazy he is as a child going on. And in the later films, we start finding out...
But let's not talk about the later films. Let's just stick to this. I like not knowing why. There's that's what lures me. That's what draws me. This movie starts off with a kid in a clown costume killing his sister. Why? Because she was having sex. Again, horror sins were built on this movie.
They're very obvious.
Sex, yes, they are. Sex, drugs, drinking, and all. If you're a bad person or a bad teenager, you're gonna die. Laurie's a good girl. She's the babysitter. She's the person that everybody wishes they had as a babysitter, right? Mm-hmm. She's going to take care of your kids to the end, and she survives.
And yeah, like that's cool and all, but to me, when I go in a movie, in any movie theater or whatever, if I leave with a question of why, that upsets me. I don't like the film. It's something where I go in, I'm like, I'm not gonna find out why. Why are you torturing me like this?
And I like that because on the way home, you kind of think about it and you analyze it and you think about it and you're like, oh.
But then I kind of say like, they're gonna make a second one. They're gonna make a second one to get more money out of my pocket to go and watch that, and I don't like that. I just don't like that sense of, finishing up. A good example of some of the stories.
Let me stop you right there.
Okay.
John Carpenter never envisioned this to be a sequel or a series. He, as we all know, and hopefully you've seen this film. He dies at the end. He gets shot 6 times by Dr. Loomis. Spoiler alert. Not really. I mean, it's from 1978.
Just in case anybody hasn't seen it.
So they go over and they see, and he's gone.
Mm-hmm.
But the shape, as he's referred to in the film, is gone. And I left. I saw this movie at a Halloween party when I was a kid, and I went home and I was like, oh my god, this guy got shot. Mind you, this was 1983. And he's still around. He's still out there, and that's what part 2 is about, right? Like the continuation of the night.
Yes.
But John Carpenter never meant this to be a series.
But that's weird to me. See, that's why the 3 first ones, the iconic ones, were always weird to me. Freddy, I kind of understood why. It's a dream, whatever. Jason disappointed me because he came out of the water. Like, what?
Yeah.
And then this one, he disappears. And it's like, even if they didn't plan to make a sequel, you're left with, what is he going to do now kind of thing? Like, let's say they left it there. Let's say they never brought it back. That would have been disappointing to me because
not for me. That one's like, damn, I would have had nightmares because of that.
Yeah, and like to me, it's like I want to find out. I want to see where'd he go? What happened? Is he gonna come back and try to kill Jamie Lee Curtis?
Those are all amazing questions that a little boy should have been thinking about it. In 1983.
Exactly.
What did you think about Annie and Linda, played by Nancy Keys, and PJ Souls played Linda? Did you like them that they were bubbly and sexual kind of like figures in the movie?
Well, there's so many of them in these movies, and it's just kind of like, and they weren't really bubbly. They were kind of like
Linda was. She kept saying "totally" all the time. Totally.
Oh yeah. Like with Bob, right? She was with Bob, and like they had a weird scene that was kind of freaky when they mentioned Lindsay. That was weird to me, but it was they're bland. They were
you think so, bland?
I think Linda was better, but I think they should have made Annie like Linda because Annie was more in the shots. Annie was very, she wanted to be this cool girl, but it's that girl that like in high school or whatever school they are, they're trying to fit in. So they're trying to do these things. While Linda, on the other hand, she's been down for everything that she's doing. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I feel like Annie should have been the one that is that outgoing girl that kind of does whatever she wants. And then Linda maybe should have been trying to fit in with that group. But I don't know. It felt kind of bland. It felt kind of like empty to me sometimes. You saw her here and there, but...
Wow. We totally see differently. I don't know. I just felt that they were perfect. Laurie was very plain Jane. She didn't wear a lot of makeup. And I felt that she was trying to be like Annie and Linda.
I see that.
And Linda was just like the hot girl. She was a cheerleader. She didn't study. Yeah. She always forgot her school books. And guess what? After having sex and smoking, and mind you, they're in some stranger's house. They're not even in their own home, which I thought that was weird to me. Like, who goes to a house and has sex over there?
Well, then the other thing is, where's the parents and all this? Like,
they're never around.
They're never around. Like, there's never parents. There's never no one to help. But one character that I felt I wanted more was Dr. Loomis.
Yeah, he's excellent.
It was kind of weird that he just kind of stood there at the house and nothing was happening. And I was like, I want more. Like, why is he chasing him? Give me more information of what he did.
But did you feel it was a good fleshed out character, or did you want more background on him? Or
I felt like he felt creepy, which was cool. That was great. But I wanted more backstory. I really wanted more because I felt like if I would have left with the why at the end, if I knew what he was doing, like a little bit more backstory, I would have felt okay with that. Like why he's like this, why Michael Myers was the way he was. Like I really thought that would have been great.
Funny you should say that. In the how movies are cut for length on television, how they kind of have to take some stuff out.
Yeah.
John Carpenter filmed some extra, I think it was 8 to 12 minutes when he was doing Halloween 2, and he inserted it. So there's a little bit more backstory if you see the made for television, or not made for television, but television edit.
I see. Okay. Yeah, like it was something where, to me, the movie was okay. Nothing crazy blew my mind kind of thing. A lot of people might have grew up with it more than I have. Mm-hmm. I started off watching Freddy first. before I watched Jason and Halloween, just because I was older.
Right.
And that was something where like it looked creepier to me. Like if I had to choose, like I think I went to the movies to rent a movie, and I told my dad, "Get me that one. I want to see it. It's a creepy. I really like it,
especially with a great cover like this, right?"
Yeah, like it's something where I saw this one last before I saw the other three. Yeah, so I saw Freddy's face, and I was like, that one. I saw Jason, I'm like, oh, that looks cool. And then I saw this one, I'm like, all right, like it looks, it's in the same category. Let's watch it. And I think that maybe that's why, you know, I grew up with the Freddy gory. You know, you see the blood, you see all that murder. And in this
maybe
one,
that's why you're shaped that way. Or maybe your viewing of scary movies is that way because you saw this last. And,
yeah, exactly.
And for me, this was actually, I saw it first.
Okay, I see.
One of the best things that's come out of this film is the question, what's the boogeyman? And for me, I've always, we grew up with a Night Stalker in East Los Angeles, you know, killing people. And for me, the first time I ever heard that line, when Laurie says it to Dr. Loomis, like, was that the boogeyman? And he says, yeah. That it's always stuck with me, like, ugh, I get chills still.
So Anthony, since this is kind of your number one, remember you switched it up,
right?
What do you give us a movie?
It's a perfect 10 for me. I really, till this day, enjoy this film. I watch it at least 2 or 3 times a year, and I always see something new.
That's cool.
Perfect 10. For
me, it's gonna be a little bit lower. Don't get mad, but it's a 7 for me. It's something just like Jason. It ended with more questions, and I don't like that. It's not, to me, it's not a true slash like kill, and maybe that's why. But yeah, it's gonna be a 7 overall. Like I think it was good. I still say go watch it. If you haven't seen it before, if you're kind of like in the new eras and you haven't seen some of the classics,
we're not gonna be friends no more then.
Yeah, so I say you go, like if you're in the, like I said again, the new era, go watch it. It's still a good film to watch. Hey, what's up, guys? It's Benji and Anthony here again at TheB.A.R, and thank you for joining us for the review of Halloween.
Join us on Wednesday when we do Hush. Came out in 2016 and it was released by Netflix.
Yeah, it was one of a more underrated movie. Like it wasn't really picked up in theaters,
but this is an excellent film. You'll see why.
Yeah, so hopefully you guys can join us for that. Don't forget, guys, to comment in the bottom. Let us know what you guys thought about Halloween or this review overall. Maybe some of your iconic movies that you've seen in the past for Halloween. Let us know on that.
Don't forget to share this video with some horror fans of yours or just movie buffs like us.
And remember, give us a like, guys, if you guys like the video. And don't forget to subscribe, okay, guys? Have a good one.